What is going on? Black and white. What are we on? Network, Matrix and Roadshow, and Black and White News. And
hello, wherever we're at. Whoever's
yeah,
doing what.
we're flipped around the wrong way too.
How did that happen?
I clicked you in first before me.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It feels weird, man. I can remove you and put you back in.
It is strange. It's a little weird.
It is. Hold on.
There we go.
There.
That's
much better. Much better right there. Oh man. This is a spur of the moment live stream. Elon Musk and Bob Iger. Well, I would say they're going head to head, but it's really Elon Musk just absolutely destroying Bob Iger for many days. So we will definitely be getting into that. So more people should be coming in here. I know we did have a notification on the network channel. I believe also the Matrix and Roadshow as well.
Both went out. Both went out.
Okay, because I don't have my phone with me.
Yeah.
My phone is charging right now.
Both channels got one, so we're
okay. Good.
We're good there.
Good. And let's do some house cleaning over here, guys. Make sure you guys hit that that thumbs up button. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. But I'm pretty sure most of the people watching right now are probably already subscribed. Follow us on Black and White News over on Rumble as well. And tomorrow we do have our member live stream. So if you are not a member, please become a channel member by clicking the join button. If you're on YouTube or if you're on Black and White News on Rumble, you can click the join button there because we can use your support. We have fun on those member live streams as well, right?
Correct. And I will be on tomorrow's. Last week, Melissa had a doctor's appointment, an MRI actually, during that live stream. So I wasn't there, and then the week before I was actually late. You called me, and I'm driving down the road, and you're like,
"Yeah,
are you coming on?" I'm like, "Coming on what, man? What are you talking about?" You're like, "The live stream." I'm like, oh, "It's Friday. Oh no!" And I'm driving, and I'm like, "I'm almost home. I think I ended up being like 7 minutes late or something. So. We got lucky.
But you would have you would have been you just probably wouldn't have showed up then if you were further along.
I mean, literally, if you'd have called me 20 minutes earlier, I'd have been like, Jesus, no matter what, I'm 30 minutes away from getting home right now. So I totally I strolled into town, was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get us some Sonic this morning, and never even went through my mind. I was like, and it was Black Friday. I mean, Black Friday. The word Friday is in and I had already talked about it being Black Friday, but still didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah,
not even once. Didn't even flash.
It was Black Friday. I completely I didn't realize it was Black Friday because I'm just so used to just doing the member stream on Friday. I wasn't thinking about Black Friday, shopping day. I haven't done anything. I haven't done any shopping yet. So
that's not good.
I just get it online.
Well, yeah. I mean, I usually do too. I got most of mine done now. Yeah, I did a little shopping this morning. In fact,
my wife bought my gift yesterday. I don't know what it is. So, but my brother text me on what my niece and nephew wanted, so I still got to look those up. So knowing me, I'll probably wait till like the week before and get it. So
hopefully it's not one of these things that's like in demand right now and you don't know it. You might want to look at that and then like
I don't think so. I never had a problem getting any of the gifts come in. So let's go ahead and acknowledge the chat. I'll go ahead and do Rumble over here. We got the Shadow Band and Dan the Man 1998, and Shadow Band sent a $10 Rumble rants over there, the equivalent of a super chat. Says Merry Christmas. Well, we appreciate that donation, and any super chats and donations that come in, you guys get something special here. So since that's the first one, let's start with my favorite one here.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last? That's right, Major. You did.
I lied.
It should be noted that on these channels, this trifecta of channels we're on right now, we say Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah on these. We don't do the
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
Holidays and what are all the woke ways of doing it now where they don't actually acknowledge Christmas? There's a lot of different.
They just Happy Holidays.
Happy Holidays and no.
But
Merry,
the woke hate
Merry
Christmas anyway, man. The woke hate Christmas anyway. I did a video where the pro Hamas people were harassing people on Black Friday for going shopping. Yeah.
Wait, did you see Gavin Newsom called off the Christmas celebration in California?
I almost did a video on that. Yeah.
Because he was worried about the Hamas protesting and he didn't want to upset the
I think
radical
they were threatening.
left.
They were threatening to disrupt the Christmas tree lighting in California.
People can't just start calling everything off just because they're going to threaten everything. You know, if you're not in a red state and you've got a Christmas parade to go to, you better have your damn head on a swivel right now. That's just where you're at.
Well, they may even do that in the red state too, man.
Well,
think of this here. All the major cities, they're all blue cities.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Look at Tennessee. Tennessee is a deep red state, but Nashville is blue.
Oh, Nashville's woke as hell, and that's including some of the country folks there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's blue. So, man, crazy.
Let me acknowledge this YouTube situation over here.
Okay. Remember, we got Matrix and Roadshow also as well.
Matrix and Roadshow, Black and White Network, Joe Bob, Purdue in the house, Mrs. Rance, Christopher Luttrell, Fight the Future, Forrest, Adam Washington, Uncle Mooch, the two of us, Connor Akers, Old School, Henry Bowman, Barry West, Iguardo 999779, Custer Crazy Horse, Vintage V47199. Somebody's familiar with Jeremy, I would bet, having a 199 in their handle. Donna Moskowski, Kauskowitz, I hope. Sorry if I jacked that up. And that's who we got. So there we go.
You said Henry Bowman?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No relationship to Jamal Bowman, I hope. So
God, no. I hope not. Don't. Henry, do not pull any fire alarms when you're in this live stream, please. No fire alarms, please.
Because we definitely will prosecute that here.
Oh, yeah.
And a special emissary is here on Rumble, too, as well. Just popped in. So, yep. And I'm pretty sure Matrix and Roadshow people will be... We got people watching over there. Nobody's in the chat, though. No, Connor Akers just popped up just now. So, good. So, thanks, everybody, for joining in. And just a reminder, Member Live Stream is tomorrow. So, grab your channel memberships today if you can. We got 29 people already watching over here on Rumble.
Damn.
We appreciate it. But we do got a problem with Rumble, man. The videos are not getting mirrored. They're like very, very delayed, man. Let me see here.
Dude,
I'm just curious now.
Something has happened with the podcast, too, because we're not getting nearly the impressions we were once getting, and I think a platform is down or something over there.
I think it's things are just delayed over there, I think it's delayed.
Well, I know
so they actually got one of my network videos mirrored over there from yesterday. So, yeah, we got a problem with it's delayed though. I noticed that the podcast numbers are a little bit down too, but I think it's gonna it'll pick up. It'll pick up.
Hey, I'll be right back. Something's going on outside. Melissa just said there's a man downstairs and he's just screaming.
Okay.
In front of the house.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Donna says, I love this channel. My first time to be able to join the live stream. What you're watching over here on Black and White Network. Well, we appreciate that that comment. And you said your name is hard to pronounce. No, your name Muskowitz. Not too hard. Not too hard to me anyway. So, what happened to you, Jordan? You said you finally recovered. Oh, you got stabbed? Really? I did not know that you got stabbed. I'm glad that you recovered, man. That sucks. Where'd you get stabbed at? I would not want to get stabbed, man. I mean, I've been lucky to not have broken a bone before in my life. Hopefully never yet. My brother just had surgery on his I believe his knee. And he like fell down. I remember when we were small too, he broke his arm. He thought he was Michael Jordan. He jumped off a trash can thinking he could dunk. Fell down and fractured his arm. Yeah. Did not work out for him. So the Michael Jordan dreams were definitely over with pretty fast right there. So yeah. So yeah, it does suck. It definitely does suck. Oh, wait a minute. Dan the Man 1998 on Rumble says yesterday Rumble was having trouble because of the debate stream, I guess. Was trying to watch Jeremy's Cobra Cast and it kept on buffering. So you were watching over there on Rumble. I watched some of his stream on YouTube. I didn't watch it on Rumble. Because sometimes when I go on Rumble on my TV, I have to log in, and sometimes Rumble has like this glitch. Because if you want to go directly to a channel on Rumble, you can go into your channels, but even if you scroll down to that particular channel, it'll show content from another channel. Sometimes it's just completely out of whack. And then you got to go in and you got to type in the channel name. And of course, the search isn't the best, so you better get it right. And I had to do that a few times. But luckily, I don't have a problem finding Dan Bongino over there on Rumble. So we got the two of us is here in the chat as well. Nice. So wasn't expecting Rose to go away because we were about to dive into the main topic here because there he is right there. Everything okay?
Yeah. The youngster gets home from school, hooks up the small dogs, starts taking them downstairs to go potty. Well, there was some guy up on the hill across the street that was just standing out there just screaming. So the youngin got scared, came home, was like, there's a guy outside and he's just screaming. So I'm thinking there's a guy in the yard, there's a guy in the road, somebody's out there just screaming, acting a fool. I should have known. I mean, this ain't New York or Chicago, so. But still, I went down there. I'm about to whip somebody's ass face on, literally. I mean, I go running down there. I walk out and nobody's there. I'm like, what's going on? Melissa's standing there. She said, the guy's gone. He went back up the hill. And I was like, okay. So I'm going to go back upstairs. No problem. We're all coming back upstairs. Our two little dogs don't get along anymore. Like, they go to war if you put them together. We have to keep them in separate rooms now. We walk in the door to that room flings open, and both little dogs, boom, attack each other. And start just, I mean, the last time we had to pull them by their hind legs, and like skin was coming off the side of each one of their faces. There was blood everywhere because they got into this war. And they're brothers. They're little Jack Russell. You guys have seen J.R. Ewing. Well, he's got a little white-faced brother that is named Polar Bear. They're the sweetest dogs ever, except with each other. They hate each other with a passion.
Like so it was J.R. Ewing and the other dog?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. No, we can't get them together now. They cannot be in the same room or blood will be shed. That's all there is to it now.
Man.
I had to reach out, grab his collar, and just, whoa, shit. They got together and just pulled them right back out of there. So,
wow.
Yeah. John don't understand the ins and outs of living in the country. He doesn't understand that there's just so much strange country weirdness that goes on when you live in the country.
Do you realize how close I am to the country, though?
I get that. I get it.
I mean,
but
I'm like,
there is just
I'm outside. I'm outside
of
Houston. You know where Baytown is, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know where Baytown is.
Yeah.
Where I live at, I'm like on the corner of quote unquote civilization. But even though where I'm at is kind of rural, as soon as I turn on 90, I'm right there in Crosby. There is nothing. I mean, it's completely it's complete like country pretty much until you get to Beaumont.
I mean, it's
and that's
kinda,
like 60 miles away.
It's kind of
you have Dayton, you have in Liberty also, but those are small towns too.
How can I explain? It's kind of Viter-like out in here, okay? That's how I can explain it. We're really in the country here.
Viter's not really country though.
Well, I remember really a time country, when nobody lived. Small. But when I was, I got a really good friend that lives in Viter. Yeah, Viter was a little old town back in the day when I used to.
It is, but on I-10 they got. I guess once you get off of I-10, maybe it's more country than that.
Because I haven't actually been to Viter since like 1983. It's been that long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember when it was like the size of Liberty back when we lived in Liberty twice growing up.
Yeah.
So
I used to live like 10 minutes from Viter. I grew up like about 10, 15 minutes away from Viter. So. And when I went to college, I drive through Viter all the time to go to Louisiana.
So now my heart, everything can relax again after, I had to. I'm about to go downstairs and open up a Stone Cold CM Punk whip ass on somebody,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But good.
if you actually were at my house, you're like, all right, this ain't rule. Then I take you down to 90, hang a left. And then you're like, oh, yeah, this is really country. That's like 5 minutes away.
Yeah. I mean, I remember down there. I mean, my ex's, my oldest stepdaughter lived in Baytown. On the very edge north side of town, coming in from the backside, like you're coming in from Lumberton, back that way. And so they literally was in the very first subdivision north of Baytown. Sesame Street was the name of their street they lived on.
Oh, okay.
There.
Man, I told you, man, there's a really good breakfast place in Crosby. Man, they have like the best French toast, man. It's a little hole in the wall, like country breakfast place. Oh man, it's so good. So good.
Hey, I'm gonna make Joe Bob Purdue's day right quick. Because I'm going to show him something real fast. Hold on a sec.
Okay.
Because I'm excited. I shared it earlier because the Von Erichs are coming to AEW. Kevin Von Erich is going to be on there, Marshall and Ross. And so I shared that out earlier. And, yeah, check this out, Joe Bob. Right there. Right there. Marshall Von Erich right there. Yeah. Who liked my tweet the other day that I was like, holy shit. Somebody big time.
Carrie Lake.
Carrie Lake, yeah.
That was a few weeks ago.
Lake. Yeah. So anyway, I thought I'd show that to you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. I guess we can go ahead and get into this here. Rose, Elon Musk. Elon Musk, man, I believe he's going to make life hell for Bob Iger now. once he actually told Bob Iger and Disney, mainly directly on Disney, to go F themselves, he has not stopped talking about Bob Iger. I think you've actually seen some more stuff that he's been putting out on X.
Well, he's been cremating Bob Iger all day, like sharing just random news stories and Babylon B articles, and just he Bob Iger has been in the name of something that Elon's put out all day long, just various things involving Bob Iger or Disney or something like that, and so it's been pretty entertaining. I'm going to tell you this. This is something we've kind of touched on, but I think it's starting to really, really hit the lefties as to what's about to happen. You're about, and I think this has got something to do with advertisers pulling out. Okay, they got a cover for pulling out right now. We're about to have a presidential election without Twitter being on their side.
Oh yeah,
that's a big deal.
Now, Facebook could be on their side, but Facebook ain't what it used to be.
No. Elon has posted the growth just since he bought X, and it's insane the amount of user engagement that has skyrocketed on that platform. But they used Twitter as a Democratic propaganda machine prior to the 2020 election.
They used it to interfere in the 2020 election. The New York Post's Hunter Biden laptop story censored on Twitter. You ain't gonna have that now.
No. Oh shit, no. The head over Twitter would be sharing the story now. He'd be sharing it and giving commentary on it. The guy that owns Twitter would be doing that now.
Yeah.
A lot has changed there.
Now, I also do want to be fair. They're not going to be pushing, hey, like, vote Trump or anything either. I think they're just going to be neutral the way they should be. They shouldn't be taking one side over the other.
But we can actually see conservative content on there.
Right. And, like, if you want to say something, about Biden or whoever, then say something bad about Biden, then you're not going to be censored. They were actively taking people down in 2020.
And frankly, Elon has said bad things about Biden.
Oh, yeah.
and he
already
it,
said he voted for Biden. Think of this, this is the transformation of Elon. Elon Musk voted for Biden. He was in California. Then he saw all of the destruction. And Gavin Newsom, man, he woke up a lot of people and they started leaving California. Elon Musk moved Tesla. Tesla's out here in Texas now. I'm wondering if he's actually going to move X to Texas also. Because it's still in San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. And, I mean, a lot of these people that have had to leave San Francisco and places like that, they remember when San Francisco still had a mystique to it, right?
Right.
An aura about it. I mean, it used to be like a tourist destination. It was one of the most beautiful cities in the country at one time.
It was still expensive.
Oh,
and even right now with the crime, it's still super expensive.
Yeah, how about your taxpayer dollars out there hard at work? I mean,
how many Hollywood celebrities have said they've left California or they're leaving? Angelina Jolie just said the other day, she's leaving. She's getting out of there.
Boy, her daddy's conservative as all get out.
Oh yeah. I watch John Voight on a Newsmax. He has not a show. He did a documentary on there about the Holy Land and everything like that. He's a very, very deep Christian.
Boy, he's a hell of an actor.
Yeah.
I keep thinking, hey, Ben Shapiro, if you want to make a movie, put James Woods and John Voight in a buddy cop comedy.
Yeah.
That's what I want
John
to
Voight
say.
he's good as a he's good as a bad guy too, man.
You know, a buddy cop comedy. You know,
Look at him in Anaconda and Enemy of the State. He plays a good bad guy.
Oh yeah, he plays a great bad guy. You know,
but in real life, he's not a bad guy.
Well, and people forget. You know, the dude is so epic. He was in Deliverance. You know, I mean, Deliverance. John Voight and Burt Reynolds side by side. I mean, that is epic. That is epic. If you're old enough, you grew up in the part of the 70s and all that. My God, that was like two of the biggest Hollywood stars that there was. You know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And James Woods, forget about it. Vampires, man.
Man, I love that movie, man. John Carpenter's Vampires.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I do too. Too. He's cool in it.
And the Specialist too with Specialist with Sly. Yeah.
Have good stuff. Really good stuff.
Yep.
What's the one he made back in the day? Was he in the movie was it Michael J. Fox? Wasn't it him and James Woods? I can't remember.
I don't remember them being in a movie.
Cop movie? I know I'm not going nuts. Anyway.
But I don't know if you actually seen this movie, because everybody knows the term Holocaust. The term Holocaust was never used in World War II. It wasn't used until this TV miniseries called Holocaust came out in the 1970s with Meryl Streep, James Woods.
Yeah,
that was a really good miniseries. Yeah. He's playing a Jew that's married to a German woman, Meryl Streep, in that movie. That's a really good movie. It's a what do you call those kind of movies? TV series of movies where it's like partly fiction but based on facts.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's back also when Hollywood and television always churned out these really great made-for-TV epic miniseries. You remember? They'd be like 6 episodes, 2 hours each long. What was the big one back in the day? North and South was, I think, a massive one that came out. You know?
Roots.
Roots was huge, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think Patrick Swayze was in North and South, wasn't he?
I don't know. I haven't seen North and South. I haven't seen it.
I can still remember commercials for that. Oh, I think that's the name of the series, right? I know I'm not going nuts.
Yep.
Patrick Swayze, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Donna
Alley.
brings this up too, man. December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor Day is today. That used to be kind of a big thing when I was a kid, but I guess we gotten so far. Most of the World War II veterans have passed away now. Nobody talks much about Pearl Harbor Day. So, yeah, thanks for bringing it up.
It used to be, you're right, it was a much bigger talking point.
See, my grandfather was in the Army
up.
during World War II. And he's been dead for 33 years. He died in 1990. So,
man, this North and South thing, dude, it was full of like 80s character actor legend. Michael Dudikoff, the American Ninja, was in it.
Oh, really? He was in it? Okay.
He was in it. Lee Horsley was in it. Parker Stevenson was in it. Mary Crosby. Johnny Cash was in it.
So I was a big Michael Dudikoff fan, man. I love those American Ninja movies, man.
Robert Mitchum, Forrest Whitaker was in it. Morgan Fairchild. David Carradine was in it. Jonathan Frakes from Next Generation was in it. That was a big deal back in the day, North and South.
Yeah. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into Elon Musk here, man. We got way off topic. Hey, we're live, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Look at this. Elon Musk calls for Disney to fire CEO Bob Iger. This is Bobby Burak over here on Outkick. Like most Disney fans, Elon Musk wants the company to fire CEO Bob Iger. Musk responded to a report from CNBC on Thursday that Disney continues to advertise on Facebook and Instagram. We'll get into them, despite a New Mexico lawsuit alleging the meta services enable child sex abuse trafficking. are the advertisers actually going to run away from Meta like they did with
no,
like they did? With, of course not.
You know, Disney's not going anywhere. Hell, they probably produce the shit. I mean, I'm just
Yeah.
Actually, I think maybe that's what Elon said today. Something like that. It was pretty raw. Whatever he said. If I could.
Well,
find
this is what he said here. He misspelled Iger probably on purpose. Bob Iger thinks it's cool to advertise next to child exploitation material. Real stand-up guy. And then somebody says, why hasn't Disney fired that guy yet? Elon says he should be fired immediately. Walt Disney is turning in his grave over what Bob has done to his company. I'm pretty sure Walt Disney is doing that. Walt Disney, man, he was the ultimate family guy. Everything he put out was for family. You actually have to monitor what kids watch right now. Now, for you people watching over on the Matrix and Roadshow, I'm pretty sure you guys watched my video about Walt Disney making a woke Christmas movie with homosexual things for kids. Walt Disney would have never done that. That's a part of their DEI agenda.
He would also roll over in his grave over all the original properties that have been, for lack of a better way of putting it, just gutted and pulled out into the street, and now nothing looks like it originally did when it was made. If they remake a movie, it's got all kinds of political agendas in it. And I mean, how many LGBTQ characters are in cartoons now on Disney?
Man, a ton.
God.
There's a ton, man. But remember the Disney executive on that leak Zoom call? She says, quote, I have a not so secret gay agenda. Disney actually had on their website that they were going to make like 50% of their characters a part of the Alphabet Mafia.
They had a higher up that she came out and said that she had a gay son or something like that. And she was going to make a point to, like, a large portion of their characters going forward would be part of that community, essentially. They were going to make that a point. Yeah.
Yeah. But Disney and Bob Iger came out and said that all of the messaging is hurt the company because they're focused on the messaging over actually telling a good story. Now
it's killed the company. It's killed it.
Since we're Star Wars fans, man, I don't know if you did you see Star Wars Theory's video? That Rey movie's happening, man. Apparently it's going into production like next spring. But here's the thing. When he said this in his video, and I looked it up too, it's supposed to be 15 years in the future. Now, the director of this movie has never made a movie. She's made documentaries, and she's a woke activist. Guess they're pushing, man. Do you know?
Just say it. Just do it.
Apparently, the two main characters outside of Rey is going to be like two black characters. Now, in a nutshell, if I didn't know Disney's agenda, I'd be like, all right,
I
no
wouldn't
problem.
give a shit. I would not care.
But we have seen what they've done, man, with Reva. I mean, this is going to be horrible. Are they talking about Finn? I don't think they're talking about Finn. I think they're probably talking about some new apprentices that Rey's going to have.
Here's the thing. I mean, this is also the other thing with Disney. Let's just continue to make blatant content that nobody wants. How many different ways do your movies have to underperform to realize nobody gives a rat's ass about Rey? But you're going to double down and make a movie about her anyway?
Yeah.
What? Look, if you're a shareholder, you've got to be destroying every laptop, you're throwing things against the wall. You have got to be going insane because this company does not care about maximizing profits.
No.
They do not care about maximizing the amount of money they can make. They are not listening to any of their customers or previous customers now. And people have just given up.
Yeah, they don't have customers.
You notice the Ray movies coming out. I didn't see his video, but I've known that was coming. Do you notice I didn't run and make a Matrix and Roadshow? I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It was the one entertainment
that
IP
Acolyte,
I cared about more than anything. I don't care.
That Acolyte movie's coming out.
No, okay.
Don't care. That's finished, too.
You know, I don't know who's going to show up in that. Revan can show up in that. Don't care.
Well, Carrie-Ann Moss, we know, is in the movie from The Matrix. Did you see the leak trailer?
Reeves is going to be in it. He's making a cameo in it.
Well, did you see the leak trailer months ago? They showed it at Star Wars Celebration.
Yes, I did.
Didn't feel like Star Wars to me. It looked like it was some kind of... They definitely had the samurai feel to it, and Star Wars has always had that. But this definitely looked more like a samurai movie or a TV show than a Star Wars show.
Dude, it looked like it. Honestly, dude, it looked like a Star Wars drag show with a bunch of people holding lightsabers in their hands. That's what it looked like. I'm sorry. Everybody had like purple hair and like just. I mean, I'm like, okay, you put a bunch of activists and stuck lightsabers in their hands.
Yeah.
Everybody lit them all up at the same time. We're all supposed to just be in awe of it. Stop it. Not only that, but can you quit with the blatant straight white guy can't be in your movie no more shit.
When you do put him in there, you give him the Jake Skywalker treatment, Han Solo dying.
Don't make him a bad guy. If you do decide to put some token straight white male in there, he doesn't have to work for the Empire. That doesn't have to happen either. He can be a good guy. That's the thing.
You want to notice something also I noticed about the Empire? The Empire don't look like the Empire from George Lucas. Let's just keep it real, man. And some people may say that this is sexist. It's not sexist to me. I like the old British bad guys in the Empire. You Admiral
like
Piet.
I like
those
the bad
kind of
guy
guys
from Last Crusade putting on an Imperial uniform and marching out. That's what you want to see, and I don't blame you. I get it. You know, yeah.
This is gonna sound sexist, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I don't think anybody's actually said this, man. The women in the Empire don't work. They don't work. It's not good. It's not good, man. It's like the Empire was supposed to be somewhat intimidating. They're not intimidating.
What was the redheaded guy in the new ones? What was his name?
Redheaded guy.
But played by, was it Brandon? What was his last name? Started with a G. Kylo Ren kicked his ass all over the place through all three movies. Like berated him. He was actually had a little
General
something.
Hux.
He actually had a little something to him in The Force Awakens.
In the first movie, but after that, he fell off a cliff.
And then they neutered him in the next two movies. Yeah, they turned him into a punchline. Yeah.
Now, if you want to, if there's one decent female in the Empire, it was probably the woman from Andor. What was her name? Dedra. She was okay in the Empire, but she was more like strategic. She wasn't actually,
Was that the blonde-headed lady that was doing that? She was all right. She was okay. All right. But even that, she felt so out of place, it made it weird.
Yeah, it definitely feels out of place.
It made it weird. It did.
I want the British bad guys with an English accent in the Empire.
Well, the thing about it is, you're not really being sexist because we're not saying we're not okay with a lead female good, being a good guy in the whole thing. It's just you want actual character development and story development when they show up. In other words,
right?
They did that with, Princess Leia and Padme, but you don't want them to show up like Rey, where they're just like Brock Lesnar in a female form showing up wrecking shop from the very beginning. You're like, why do you know how to do that? Did you just fix the Millennium Falcon and you don't know a damn thing about it? Is that what you just did? Because what? Yeah, I mean, it's.
I already know what they're gonna do with this Rey movie, man.
That's not how you do good writing.
Rey will be successful rebuilding the Jedi Order. Do you think they're gonna have it to where they're gonna allow her to have the Jedi Order crumble again like Luke? They're not gonna do that. The Jedi Order will be rebuilt. Probably no white men though, but still.
Dude, why didn't they just, if they were going to do sequels, why didn't they just do the Thrawn trilogy from the beginning?
Well, they already...
From the actual, back in the day, the books, just take that. They could have made that into movies. Everybody would have loved it because some people had a lot of familiarity with it anyway. I mean... I
like Mickelson's voice of Thrawn, but when he showed up in the Ahsoka show, I was like, nah, this ain't Thrawn. This ain't Thrawn, man.
Well, I'm not even. I'm saying no Rebels, no Mandalorian. Literally, just make the Thrawn from the very beginning. Or, and here's a novel idea, or just take the story that George Lucas had planned out for the 3 movies and use it.
Well, it's too late now. I mean,
well, I know, but I just don't. I don't get any of it anymore.
Well, if they did, they would have to recast Princess Leia, or they probably would take her out. Harrison Ford, he ain't coming back. He ain't coming back for Han Solo.
Oh, they can't do any of this now.
Because really, I believe the reason why they killed Han Solo really in The Force Awakens because Harrison Ford just didn't want to play the character anymore. Harrison Ford begged George Lucas to kill him in Empire. George said no.
He wouldn't have come back if they hadn't killed him. He wouldn't have come
George
back.
told him there is no money in dead Han Solo toys. He's absolutely right. We got a super chat here. Mick. We'll see him tomorrow on the Member live stream. For €2, go Navy, buzzing for Saturday. That's right. The Army-Navy game is this Saturday.
Some of those tickets are now $8,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, people are going to have trouble getting accommodations for that game. Why? Because illegal aliens are taking over the hotels. I don't know if they rectified that.
You're shitting me.
I did a video on that months ago, and then I saw it pop up again.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Hey, thanks for that donation, Mick.
I shouldn't. Do it.
Thank you. Thanks for that donation.
Oh, great dog. He's
I thought you knew about that, man.
No, I mean, I might have watched the video a long time ago, but
yeah, I mean, it was a while back. So
a lot has happened since then. So, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I just checked the value of Disney right now. I'm like, man, I don't think Elon can buy them. It's even a little more expensive than probably he can swing.
But the thing is, he called for Bob Iger to be fired, but Bob Iger already announced when he's leaving. He's leaving 2025, right? And he's going to be, they're looking for a new CEO right now so he can actually groom that CEO. But will they give that person the Bob Chapek treatment? Because you guys know Bob Iger never really left Disney. He was right there with Bob Chapek. He was calling the shots.
He was always the one calling the shots in the background.
Yeah.
Chapek was just
Bob
a puppet.
Chapek was the fall guy.
Yeah. And that's what he ended up being too. Exactly.
Yeah, he was a complete puppet. And then when things got so bad, they said, "All right, you got to go," even though it's not really your fault.
I don't know how we got into Kiefer Sutherland, but one of my favorite actors of all time. Just pointing that out.
Yeah,
they're having a whole Kiefer conversation in it.
Lost Boys, man.
Young Guns. And Young Guns 2.
Yep, Young Guns, yeah.
24. Hello. 24. McFly. Hello.
I haven't seen
24 is
24.
an all-time. Oh, what?
I don't think I've seen it.
You haven't seen the 24 series? You got
Nope.
Hulu, right? Oh,
Yep.
that ought to be like an automatic just jump right into it. Go for it. Yeah. That's a great series. 24.
Maybe so, man.
Jesus.
I haven't really watched any Christmas movies. The only Christmas movie I've watched so far is Trading Places.
There's
I need to
nobody
watch.
better than Jack Bauer. I mean, hey, speaking of Christmas movies, Dan Orlovsky was. I was listening. You know who Dan Orlovsky is, right?
Yeah.
ESPN, played for the Lions. There's evidently a really damn good Christmas movie starring one of my favorites, Kurt Russell, on Netflix. You know?
Oh, yeah.
What? I'm going to need you to try that again. They only like the first 2 seasons of 24. It did fall off towards as it went on longer, but I thought it was good for like the first maybe 5 years. So it lasted 9 seasons.
No, it did.
Yeah, Dennis Habert's in it. I mean, it's really damn good. Yeah, he plays.
I haven't watched too
president,
many
if I
TV
remember
shows
right. Or
lately.
senator. Maybe a senator.
Oh, okay.
It's been a long. I saw it when it actually was, like, started on Fox. I watched it back then. The
I
Christmas
watched
Chronicles. See, they know.
Oh, yeah. I watched this anime series with my wife. She loves anime. Castlevania on Netflix. That was really good. I was surprised. That was good. See, I'm not an anime. It was really good. Yeah, based on a video game.
Correct.
Best Christmas. Wrong.
Correct
Wrong.
answer.
Wrong.
Correct answer.
Like I said, man, you know how I feel about Die Hard.
You're out of
Good
your
movie.
damn mind.
Good movie.
Christmas movie.
I just don't consider it a Christmas movie. Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
There's no way in hell Gremlins is a Christmas movie and Die Hard's not.
Gremlins is a Christmas
stop it.
movie.
They're both Christmas movies. I mean, that's the right answer.
The thing about Die Hard is
Die Hard is so Christmassy. I mean, the
doesn't
whole movie
have a lot of
Christmas.
It takes place during Christmas, but it doesn't have Christmas elements to it.
There's a Christmas, but what do you mean? They wrap up one of the bad guys. He's dead, and like Santa hat. I mean, it's just Christmas.
That's not enough
everywhere.
Christmas elements for me to make it a Christmas movie.
There's Christmas music in the movie, for crying out loud. I mean, I don't know what else you need.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Gremlins, Die Hard, Christmas Vacation's my favorite Christmas.
Christmas Vacation's really good.
Well, Die Hard's my favorite, then Christmas Vacation. Gremlins is in the conversation for 3 there. It's in the conversation.
And when it comes to National Lampoon's, European Vacation is my favorite one in that series. I like it better than Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation is like the gold standard.
It's a really good movie. Mick Walsh, 2-year-olds, The Police Cell, Seen in Trading Places is my fave.
Trading Places is a Christmas movie.
Oh, it's absolutely a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It has a lot of Christmas elements, too. The Police Cell, which scene are you talking about? Are you talking about when Dan Aykroyd is when they plant the PCP on him? Or are you talking about when Eddie Murphy is in the prison cell and he gets roughed up by the 2 other guys talking about him? He's a karate man. So let us know. But thanks for that donation there. Appreciate it.
mean,
if I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился
and
сегодня.
you can change.
Вы можете измениться.
Everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
You know what? Why don't we consider Rocky IV a Christmas movie? The
What?
final fight takes place
no.
on Christmas.
Now you're getting into stretch. Okay, guys,
I know.
I'll just show this to you. This is Die Hard, the Christmas edition on Blu-ray. Ho ho ho! It comes in the Christmas. See, look at that. It's literally sold in a Christmas edition now. I mean, I don't. What can you?
It's a no. It's a no for me.
The literal director said it was a Christmas movie. The guy that directed the movie.
Like I said, man, not enough Christmas elements, man. Okay, so yeah, Winthorpe getting abused by the huge black dude. I think you meant Billy Ray Valentine. Because wait a minute. You could be talking about the cop, because the cop tells Winthorpe, strip you little shit before I rip you a new asshole. That's that it could be that scene. I'm not exactly sure if that's the one you're talking about. Hey, but thanks for that donation again. So let's do
He dies. He dies.
Here's I don't even think this is a hot take. John McTiernan, extremely underrated director. I mean, extremely. We don't talk about him nearly enough. Dude, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Predator, The Hunt for the Red October,
that's a really good movie.
The 13th Warrior, one of my favorite movies of all time that nobody even talks about.
That's with Antonio Banderas, right?
Yes. The Thomas Crown Affair, that's a really good flick. I mean, Basic. Oh, man, I love Basic. Dude, you've seen Basic, right? With John
think I
Travolta
have.
and Samuel L. Jackson? Oh,
It's
that's
probably
a
a
good
long
flick.
time ago. Probably a long
That's a
time
good
ago when I
flick.
saw it. Yeah, it's been a minute.
He's a really damn good director. And I think Hans Gruber, he's in the top 5 best villains ever.
Whoa, that's a stretch, man. Ever?
Hans Gruber?
I mean,
Are
what
we,
are
that's really a stretch?
wow. Let's
He's
see
one
here.
of the
Let's
greatest bad guys ever.
let's name off some villains here.
Vader.
Vader. I ain't putting him over Vader. I ain't putting him over
Well,
Palpatine
I'm not putting him over Vader either. You know. You can't. We can't
Schwarzenegger
count,
in the original Terminator was a villain. Not putting him over Terminator.
Correct. We can't put. We're not putting horror anti-heroes in there, right? I mean, Jason Voorhees is not a villain. Michael Myers a villain?
Yeah,
Eh,
they're villains, man.
I mean, Jason was killing shady-ass teens that wasn't doing the right thing. I mean, he was kind of doing society a justice there for a while in the 80s, so kind of an anti-hero, I think, maybe. You know, kind of like
Okay,
Vic
if you
Mackey
don't
from
if
The
you don't
Shield.
want to put if you don't want to
you
put
know.
them in there,
Everybody's like, Leatherface. I mean, I guess
all right,
if those guys are
forget the
villains,
horror
then
guys in. Forget the horror guys in.
Buffalo. Oh, okay, Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah. Hannibal Lecter is definitely a villain.
Hannibal Lecter is not a villain. Hannibal is not a villain.
Fudge. It's happening right now. I got a Die Hard's not a Christmas movie, and a Hannibal Lecter's not a villain.
Hannibal Lecter, man. I've read those books, man, in and out. Hannibal Lecter is not a villain.
You wouldn't think he's a villain in Hannibal, the sequel? Not a
No.
villain in that?
No, especially
the
if you read
villain, Ray Liotta?
especially he was more of a he was a douchebag in that.
He
that
was
movie.
a douchebag, but he wasn't a villain.
But look at the kind of people that Hannibal really killed. They was some shady ass motherfuckers, man.
Oh man, okay, that's
Hannibal is kind of like, because actually, if you read the book, you want to know what's different from the book than the movie. In the book, Hannibal, him and Clarice run away as lovers to South America. It's completely different from the way the movie ended. But if you just want to go by the movies, he's not really a villain.
oh, that's an out of the box call, but he was really great in that flick.
Ooh, I got one for you. James Earl Jones, Thulsa Doom.
That's a
Conan
great
the
one.
Barbarian.
That's a really good one. That's a
Yeah.
really damn good one. Yeah, and if if you start opening up, if you start opening up comics, you're gonna have a long Lex Luthor,
like, is
Joker,
Joaquin Phoenix
Thanos.
is Joaquin Phoenix Joker really a villain?
He's crazier than the
that- in
shithouse
it-
rat.
He's crazy,
that much.
yes. But is he really a villain? He's mentally disturbed.
Well, he
I
wouldn't
guess
even
when
go
I'm
to
thinking-
he wouldn't even go to
I-
jail now.
I guess
He's
when I'm
got
thinking of a
purple
villain,
hair and they'd be
I guess when I'm thinking of villain, I'm thinking of like pure evil. Like Hannibal Lecter isn't pure evil.
the Joker's a villain. He's a villain.
Yeah.
He was a scumbag. The Joker was a scumbag.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he was really smart, really smart.
True.
Which makes some of the best villains. Thanos was a really good villain.
Yeah.
Not so much in the comics, but in the MCU, yes. Oh.
Wait, who?
Oh. A great movie. I have not seen it in a long time. Yes, a great movie. Yeah. No,
But you still got Hans Gruber after
Patrick Bates.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. Very damn
Norman
good.
Bates. Is Norman Bates is he a bad guy? That's the thing. Norman Bates in Psycho, man, one of the greatest characters of all time. But is he really truly a villain? Because we know he is mentally disturbed.
God, Rosman, that was so good. Yeah, that's really. It's one of the best performances I ever seen. Danny Glover was so good in that movie. Really damn good. Have you seen Switchback?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Jared Leto is great in that movie, by the way.
Here's one. Kevin Spacey's 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know Kevin Spacey's a scumbag, but he's a damn good actor.
It's a great movie, too.
Yeah. Man, the end is really fucked up, man.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
Shit. Man, the end is just... Wow.
Yeah, Hans Gruber's still in my top. He'd be in my top 5.
Yeah. Freddy
I've thought-
Krueger. Now,
I've thought-
Freddy Krueger is definitely a villain.
He's
He
definitely
was a
a villain.
scumbag.
There's
He's
no
a scumbag.
no redeeming qualities about
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger.
No.
He
You can make a
truly
case
was
for
evil.
Jason being a redeeming villain. But Freddy Krueger, nah. Nah.
Before he was Freddy and he was just Freddy Krueger when he was alive,
He's a
he
child
was
molester.
the ultimate scumbag. Yeah.
Jason Voorhees was a victim. He was a victim. Michael Myers he was loony. Freddy Krueger wasn't loony. He was just evil.
Jason was out for revenge and vengeance for not only what was done to him, but what was done to his mother.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that
Because remember,
yeah.
his mother was the real villain of the original. No,
And
Jason doesn't show up until the end.
that's actually how they portray him too in Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah,
Freddy's ultimately the villain in that movie. Yeah.
yeah. And people don't realize this. The hockey mask didn't show up till Friday the 13th Part 3.
Yeah.
People don't realize that.
Larry Zerner was wearing it, who's now a lawyer in Hollywood, but who showed up in Never Hike Alone 2, in the last one. Never Hike. What was it? Never Hike Alone. Whatever the new one is. God, it was good. God, it was good.
Yeah.
He showed up in that. I mean, have you watched those? You do realize they're all sequels to Jason Lives. Like the Tom Matthews comes back as Tommy Jarvis. I mean, it completes the Jarvis story and all that.
I know that's your favorite storyline in all of the Friday the 13th.
Oh, yeah. I mean, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Tommy Jarvis should have became, the Jamie Lee Curtis thing for Jason, I think. And he finally did, but Zod, Michael Shannon in Man of Steel was great. He was great.
Well, no. Terrence Stamp is Zod.
Oh, he's really good.
Oh, yeah. Terrence Stamp is Zod, man. He's a great bad guy. Even more so than Michael Shannon.
I mean, Lex Luthor was a bad guy. Let's not get...
But the thing is, though, Terrence Stamp, man, he wasn't screaming. His presence, man, when he just spoke, he was a bad guy.
Oh, rest in peace.
Like,
this is a good call.
Yeah.
That first one, really good.
But let me get back to Terrence Stamp, man. Superman 2. Zod is in the White House with the president. Never raises his voice. Rise before Zod. Kneel before Zod. That not raising his mouth, raising his voice, he's still a great bad guy. Michael Shannon did a lot of screaming.
As good an actor as Gene Hackman was, he wasn't even the best Lex ever.
Yeah, you think it's
Rosenbaum.
Rosenbaum, right?
Yeah.
But it's hard to compare, movies to TV shows too.
Oh, great villains. Curly Bill from Unforgiven. Gene Hackman. Great
Unforgiven?
Villain. Great villain. All-time great villain. Johnny Ringo, Curly Bill Brocious from Tombstone. Both great villains. Johnny Ringo would probably be the guy there.
Yeah.
Great villain.
Yeah. Man, we've been going and going and going, man. We're an hour and 6 minutes in, man.
Well, it's reminiscent of our original.
I know.
This used to be what we actually did.
It's fun, man. It's fun.
It was great.
But I think we better wrap it up.
This is the kind of
man.
live stream that I loved back in the day.
Yeah.
Shooting the shit, getting this kind of conversation going. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we better wrap it up, though, Rhodes. I want to go eat. I'm hungry, man.
Hans Gruber.
Yeah.
I need to take a shower. First, I've got to at least bring that recording software up. I got to at least bring it
to
up
see if it's going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for coming out. We appreciate you guys. Don't worry, we'll be live. We'll be live tomorrow in Member Live Stream, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you guys click the join button, become channel members, and we'll see you on the live stream. Anything else, Rhodes?
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
Peace. We're out.
Till next time.